Good morning, everyone. Wow, this is a very special episode of Live Life to the Fullest. I'm doing this early in the morning at 8 a.m. just to give you some good vibes for this morning, this Monday. And really, there are so many things to be grateful for. We are ending our month of May, and we are going to start a very amazing new month of June. And so I decided to come up with this live episode of Live Life to the Fullest to be able to share to you some good news. I already shared this in my previous Live Life to the Fullest in the evening episode. And apparently, I was able to chance upon my Tatay is my hero episodes last year. Okay, so just to give you a brief background, last year I was able to do a online series on Facebook. It's called Tatay is my hero. And I featured around 23 fathers, including Brother Bo Sanchez. He agreed to be part of the online interview series. I didn't interview him, but he was able to send in a video for fathers to give some of his ideas on how he is being a father to his two sons. And so I'd like to share this again once again to all of you so that you would be inspired. And some great news as well I will be sharing later on. But first off, let's watch that video of Brother Bo about fatherhood.
Hi, Janice. Thank you so much for inviting me to be part of your show, your program. And I know that you're blessing a lot of people. And thank you again for making me part of what you're doing. And so I pray that everyone who's listening will receive blessing and grace and wisdom from you and from all the guests. And so here I am. I just wanted to share a few thoughts on fatherhood. I'm a father. I've got two boys. My eldest son is 20 years old. It's 20. My gosh, I can't believe he's old already. And then my youngest son is 15. So my little boy, is already 15 years old. What have I learned as a father? Three things. I believe that these are the three things that I tried to do. Not perfect, made a lot of mistakes, failed so many times, but these are the three things I tried to do as a father in all these 20 years. Number one, to see. Number two, to sow. And number three, to surrender. To see God work in their life, to see that they're amazing and they're wonderful. I remember when my sons were really tiny. I remember kneeling beside our bed, just the both of us. And so imagine my 2 year old, my 3 year old kneeling beside me as we pray our night prayers. And then I would pray. I would lead the prayers. I'd say, Father, thank you so much. My son is wonderful. My son is amazing. My son is a genius. And so as I would say that, and then I would look from the corner of my eye, and my son would be doing this, he'd be like closing his eyes, but he has this big smile. It's like yeah, I really am wonderful, and I really am a genius. So that's how I saw my boys, not how they are, but who they can become. It's almost like in my mind I'm looking 20 years down the road, that they're going to be amazing, that they're going to be a blessing to the world. That's how I saw them. So when I see their mistakes or their weaknesses, I just don't see their mistakes. I just don't see their weakness. I see their incredible future, because that's what I believe God does to us. When God looks at you, he does not look at your sin. He looks at your beautiful future that he imagines. I mean, think about it. Imagine. No, he doesn't have to imagine. He's God. But I want you to imagine yourself to be who will you become 10,000 years from now, 25,000 years from now. Can you just imagine how amazing and perfect you are in heaven? So that's what God sees. That's what God sees. And I believe that as fathers, we don't get stuck with the weaknesses and the failures and mistakes of our children. He actually sees beyond that. The second thing that I tried to do over this past 20 years is to sow seeds that will bear fruit one day. So I tried to sow seeds of belief sow seeds of sacrifice, and just planted telling stories to my kids, spending time with them, asking them the right questions so that they discover what they're supposed to do. It was really planting seeds. And so I'm looking at them now at this particular age of their life, and I'm seeing the fruits already that they have been making the right decisions because of the values that I planted when they were small. And it's really walking my talk, trying my best to be able to be an example to them in following God, loving their mom, seeing me sacrifice, seeing me die to myself. I needed to be that. And here's number three: I had to surrender. At the end of the day, I can do only so much as a father. At the end of the day, I cannot be with my kids when they make the decisions. I cannot be with them 24 hours a day, especially when they got older. I had to surrender. And so, three things. You've got to see them the way God sees them, your kids. Number two, you've got to sow the right seeds. And then it'll take time. It'll take years before you see the fruit. Keep on planting love. Keep on planting selflessness and sacrifice. And number three, you've got to surrender them to God. Put them in God's hands and say, Lord, I've done what I could. Take over. You love them more than I can ever love them. God bless you. Once again, thank you, Janice, for making me part of your program. God bless you.
There you have it. Yes. See, saw, and surrender. Three things, three powerful lessons from Brother Bo Sanchez. Thank you, Brother Bo, for sharing your insights. And of course, I am so excited because I am sharing to you that I am working on a new book project. No other than that Tatay is my hero. So Tatay is my hero will become a book soon. This will be launched on June 20 at 6 p.m. That's on a Sunday. That's Father's Day. So I invite all the fathers to be there. It will be done online, Facebook Live, and as well as in my YouTube account. And we'll be inviting our co-authors of this book, all the 23 fathers that I have interviewed last year. And we will be in the coming days sharing to you the interview so that you get to watch it if you haven't watched it yet. But all of these interviews are all found on my YouTube account. So if you get a chance to please visit my YouTube account, Janice Senorin-Delacruz, as well as if you could like it and share it to your friends and family so that they will be blessed. And of course, I'm doing this because I would like to also honor my father, who is now 4 years in heaven, happily singing and eating and drinking with God, probably, and looking over us. This is my way of honoring him as well as a good father to us, to my sister, and as well as to myself, and a good husband, a loyal husband at that, faithful to my mother. And yes, we have to celebrate fatherhood at this time because today or this year is Saint Joseph year, and it is just but a right time for us to honor fathers at this time because of the pandemic. We know and recognize the efforts that they are putting in to work hard for the family to in order to provide during these hard times. And this crisis indeed gave us a lot of anxieties, worries. And so I felt that it is just but proper to share to you this Tatay is my hero online interview series once again. And of course, we want to leave a legacy and we want to reach more people. That's why we are coming up with a book as well. Thank you very much for watching this short live video this early Monday morning. I hope that you have a great Monday or ahead of you. And also this week, I hope you have a productive week as we start our June month. Thank you very much for watching this Live Life to the Fullest special episode on an early morning, Monday morning. And if you're watching this on replay, feel free to put in your comments in our comment section, and I'd love to read them and get interact with you. God bless everyone. Stay safe and healthy. And I will see you later in our episode of Midlife Stuff. Bye.